Trading stocks, options on stocks, futures, options on futures, and retail off exchange foreign currency transactions, Forex, involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance, whether actual or indicated by historical tests of strategies, is no guarantee of future performance or success. There is a possibility that you may sustain a loss equal to or greater than your entire investment, regardless of which asset class you trade, equities, options, futures, or Forex. Therefore, you should not invest or risk money that you cannot afford to lose. Trade Guide Limited is an authorized representative of Forex Max Limited and regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority number 229906. G'day folks, this is Danny Younes from superchargewhiteoffvsa.com. I'm the author of Supercharge Your Trading and Investment Account using
Trend alignment to the
Wyckoff
upside has
volume
arrived.
spread analysis. And that was just in the background there, that was my Smart Center Pro notifying me of trend alignments in a couple of currency pairs that I am monitoring. But I'm not going to go through that today. What I want to do is just show you on the chart how to identify when there is strength coming into the market. Because a lot of people, a lot of traders, when they're in the markets, they tend to take breakout trades, and normally breakout trades you normally see a large volume spike, okay, and this fools the retail trader thinking that is all, if it's going to the downside, that is all selling, okay. But in fact, um, there's two rules that we use with VSA, and one of those is strength appears on a down bar. Okay, so when you start seeing ultra high volume on a down bar, you will normally start seeing a sign of accumulation, okay, a sign of buying by the professional traders. Now, what I've got in front of you here is the Aussie USD, and it's a 5-minute chart, okay, and we can clearly see that the price dropped. It then consolidated around this 75.30 region, okay, and then finally we saw price break beneath or break through that that supporting area. Okay, so it was a widespread down bar. Let me just zoom in here. It was a widespread down bar. It closed off the low, so towards the the bottom third, but on the high of that bottom third, that's where it closed. Okay, and the volume here is ultra high. If we have a look, it's the biggest volume, right? The biggest volume on the chart for quite some time. You have to go back till about the 7th of June to see that there's a volume similar to that. Okay, so it was the biggest volume. Okay, now this is a breakout to the downside. Okay, so normally traders, when they see a breakout, they go, yep, all right, this is breaking out. Looks like the sellers are in control here, and they'll jump onto the trade, thinking that it's going to keep on going down. But when strength appears, it appears on a down bar. Okay, that's rule number one. Okay, so looking closely at the pricing action here, we saw with this ultra high volume bar, we saw it close off the lows. The next bar, all right, they tried to mark the prices down. They tried to keep the prices moving down. It was a down bar, but it closed in the middle of the range. And look, the volume, it's a lot lower than the previous bar. Okay, so with something like this, with the closing in the middle of the range, that tells me there's a lot more buying occurring than there is selling. Okay, so true, it was a down bar, but it closed in the middle. They tried to mark the price down. They tried to push it down, right? But this is where the professional traders are coming in and they are buying at these low levels. Okay, so they, you have to understand that professional money, when they want to start buying, they need to create a level of activity, right, to get the retail traders to start selling because they want to buy. Okay, so they will create a level of activity that will drive the price down, right, which will mislead the retail traders. Okay, so they will start going short, and at these low levels, this is when the professional buyers are starting to buy. Okay, and you can see by this bar here, it was a down bar closed in the middle, a lot more strength than there is selling occurring. Okay, the next bar after that was an up bar. Okay, it was on slightly higher volume. It wasn't ultra high. It wasn't as big as this bar here, but it was a significant move up. Okay, but look,
Trend alignment to the upside has
you
arrived.
need to look at the bars as they are forming and their volume. Okay, so if we look at that bar, it's a widespread up bar. It's ultra high volume. Okay, because the volume is in the salmon colored area. And look at the volume of the next bar. Look at the volume. It's a down bar, closing towards the lows, but look how low the volume is. All right, it's very low. All right, so it's you know that's showing me that there's no sellers. There's not going to be any more sellers. So if we look at the following bar after that, all right, we had a bar that tried to push the price up. It closed towards the lows, but look how low the volume is. All right, so that to me is showing that there is no weakness in this currency pair at this point in time. All right, there is no weakness whatsoever. Look how low that volume is. True, it's a down bar, all right, but the volume is quite low, so there's no supply present in this area. So the next bar is up, but this next bar here, all right, they tried to push the price up, but it closed towards the lows. Looks bearish. All right, so we have to wait to see, are they going to mark this down? Next bar was up, and we can see that there is strength certainly in this currency pair. Okay, now there's another rule, um, and that rule is when there's ultra high volume, all right, those ultra high volume areas love to be tested. Okay, so we can see here after this up move, all right, we did have a nice little up move. We got a sign of weakness here, all right, a up thrust, a sign of weakness 10, so a up thrust, which marked the price down. All right, so they've pushed the price down. They're testing to see, are there any more sellers in the market here. Okay, and look at where they push the price down to. They push it down to the area where there's ultra high volume. Okay, back into this area here. Okay, next bar is up, which basically rips through, breaks through the high of this ultra high volume bar. It heads towards the high of this ultra high volume bar as well. Okay, then we just see price just continue to go up. Okay, so you need to understand that when strength appears, it appears on a down bar, and we can clearly see here we had a widespread down bar on ultra high volume. Next bar was a down bar, but it was on much lower volume, and the close was towards the middle of the range, signaling to me that that there is certainly strength. Okay, and strength we did see. Now we can see now in the current pricing action on the 5 minute chart here, we saw a upthrust again, okay, which was not confirmed. Okay, so now with this pricing action coming down, look at the volume as it comes down. Okay, it is decreasing. Now this current bar here, right, if we do get to break beneath this low here, If we do get to break beneath this low, then I would think that price will come back towards this ultra high volume area. Okay, now this bar here does have ultra high volume. Okay, so that's why I'm saying, it may be tested here, right? So we may see a test and price push higher, or we may see a break through that trigger point, okay, and head back down towards this area here. But we can see there is certainly strength. There is certainly strength in this currency pair. Okay, this down move, low volume, as you can see here, and now we've got a decent push up. Okay, so that's how you recognize when there is strength in the background. Okay, because there's a lot of traders who get misled, all right, and they try to trade these breakout trades only to find that they are continually donating back to the market. So strength, when it appears on a down bar. I hope that all makes sense to you guys. If you got any questions at all, please send me through an email to info@superchargewhitecoffvsa.com. Have a great day, folks, and I wish you consistent profits. Bye for now.